Let's talk about the overview of buying a business. So the first step is finding a business to buy. So you want to make sure that you're buying a business that's the right fit for you. So think about what you're looking for, think about your skill set and your experience, and what are you going to be able to bring to this business to help it continue to grow and succeed. After you've found a business, you're going to sign an NDA. So this is a non-disclosure agreement or confidentiality agreement. A lot of sellers don't want other people to know that they're selling, so they need to make sure that the people that they're talking with and sharing information with are going to keep this private information confidential and not leak it. After that, you're going to review some general information about the business. If the seller has a broker, they're going to give you a CIM or confidential information memorandum. This is kind of an overview or summary of the details of a business, and it often answers a lot of the general questions that buyers will have as they start to decide whether or not they want to move forward with the business. Once you've completed a review of that CIM, oftentimes there's going to be some meetings with the seller and broker just to start to get to know each other, figure out what everybody's looking for and everybody's wanting, and then to also start to discuss some of the main terms of the transaction. Once that happens, you're going to start to put all of that into a letter of intent. So a letter of intent is going to address the basic terms of the transaction, so things like the purchase price, a closing date, seller transition time, allocation of purchase price, and it might also address some contingencies that you want to make sure get listed. So if those things don't happen, then you're able to back out of the deal. After the LOI is signed, you're going to move on to the financing step. This is where you're going to decide if you're going to pay cash for the business, if there's going to be seller financing, or if you're going to get a bank loan. If you're getting a bank loan, you want to start this process sooner than later because the process can be a little long and tedious. There's a lot of information that's needed. There's a lot of paperwork. So as soon as you can get the process started, the better it is for everybody. At the same time, you're probably going to be starting due diligence. This is your opportunity to review and inspect the business to make sure that everything is lining up with what the seller has told you. You get to take a look at financials, maybe walk through the business, take a look at the equipment, review the lease, talk to different people, and really inspect the business to make sure that it's what you want to buy and what you want to move forward with. After you've completed due diligence, you're going to move on to the purchase and sale agreement. This is the final binding contract between you and the seller. It's going to address all the terms that you talked about and negotiated and address many things related to the purchase price, the closing date, seller transition time, allocation of purchase price, but also representations and warranties, any material conditions, and any post-closing requirements or transactions that are going to happen. And the last step of the process is the closing. This is where you make sure that all the documents are properly signed, the money is sent, and ownership is actually transferred to you. So that's an overview of the business buying process. And if you have any questions, please let us know.